Our first guest joining us, Dominic Rhymes of the BC Lions, joining us. He's a Miami product, played at Murray State. He's been with the Ottawa Red Blacks 2017 to 2019, and he's one of the newest members of the BC Lions. Joins us today on video chat. Good morning, Dominic, or good afternoon. Where are you joining us from today?
Good morning, and I'm currently in Miami right now.
How are things in beautiful Miami, Florida today? What's your day been like so far?
My day's been good, man. Woke up, ate some breakfast, gonna go get a few workouts in later on the day. So, it's been really good, man.
Good. And obviously, are you thinking every single day about the 2020 CFL season? You're with a new team. Where are you at in life right now as you get ready for football in 2020?
Oh man, I'm excited to join a new team, man. I know it's going to be a journey. I know it's going to be a lot of fun and new excitement, especially being on the West Coast. I'm used to being on the East Coast, so I got to adjust to the time zone. But yeah, I'm definitely just getting ready, preparing, working hard each and every day, just getting ready for the 2020 season.
What can you tell us about your decision to sign with the BC Lions? Because obviously they're very excited to get you, huge headlines when they signed you as a free agent. How did that all come about, and when did you know that you were going to be leaving Ottawa?
I think the decision was easy for me, man. Just to play with an amazing group of guys at the receiver position. Then you got Mike Reilly at quarterback, which I think is a great situation for me because, last year in Ottawa, we had a QB carousel with different quarterbacks playing. So, it was a tough situation there, but I think it was easy for me. And just leaving Ottawa, it's where I first started at. So, it's pretty tough, but I know for my career, I talked to the GM, Ed Harvey, man. He said, and me and him talked, and we both felt like this would be the best for my career.
Well, I could see how Ed would like you because you're similar types of players, wouldn't you say, Abu? You're probably way faster than Ed, and you can tell him that, please, next time you see him. But you're both big bodies, great hands. I could see why Ed would like you. But was this a strict money decision, or was this a situation decision? Talk about that, if you don't mind.
It definitely was a situation decision. I feel like just being with a quarterback like Mike Reilly, and he has a deep arm, and I'm considered a deep threat, and I like to catch the ball down the field and go up and make plays. It was very simple for me.
Hey, you mentioned I'm thinking about the group of people that you're leaving in Ottawa, and then you bring up all these great players and quarterback and great receivers in BC. How do you see yourself fitting in with that group of guys? Because there's a lot of great receivers, and specifically my question is, are you more comfortable at slot or standing still on the line, or where do you see yourself fitting in there?
I see myself fitting in to the boundary, making tough contested catches. You say you got me and Burnham on the same side. I think any team would know that's a trouble situation for them because, I'm a big body and he's a big body. We both can go up and make plays. So, I just think that's the best spot for me. But basically, I can play anywhere they want me to. I'm just here to, help the offense run more smoother.
Wow. Dominic Rhymes and Brian Burnham on the same side. Talk about, well, it's heaven for Mike Reilly. It's a nightmare for defenses.
Well, and sticking with that kind of slot receiver, I don't know. I saw this thing on the weekend where they were talking about the NFL guys, but you're an NFL body, where a lot of the slot receivers are coming in and playing running back or taking that. It seems like every team has that sweep. That slot around. It used to be called a reverse. It's called a
jet
sweep or whatever you want to call it. What's your experience playing running back?
I have zero experience playing running back. Maybe when I was playing little league football, but that's it. Ever since I was tall and they had me playing receiver.
Dominic, you mentioned going from the East Coast to the West Coast. How big of a thing is that for you? You wouldn't have brought it up if you weren't thinking about it. Is it a different way of life for you, or what are your thoughts on going to the Pacific side of this continent?
It's definitely different just because, my family's on the East Coast, so the time zone changed. Me when I'm able to talk to them, my girlfriend's on the East Coast, so I mean, it's definitely tough for me to, have to go to West Coast, but I know it's the best decision for me at this moment in time.
For some reason, I just can't get over asking you about your time in Ottawa. I mean, this last year was dreadful, but you had some good years before that, 27 and 2018. Did you kind of grow up as a pro there? I mean, how will you remember Ottawa?
I remember Ottawa. First of all, it's an amazing, great city. I love it there. And just 2017, 18 was just, I had to grow. Just me as a young player, just learning from, Brad and Greg, and when Deontay was there. I mean, just learning from those guys how to be a pro and how to become a better player on and off the field. I mean, I think it was tremendous, especially Brad. I mean, each and every day I used to ask him questions on how I can get my game better or what I can do to get better. I mean, he's a big role model for me as being one of the best Canadian football players in the league.
Well, and Clark, our producer, just reminded me about Caleb Hawley signing in BC, who I have a lot of respect for Caleb Hawley, man, especially when he figures it out in terms of if his hands get a little stickier, look out. Your thoughts on you two going to BC together? Are you going to be in competition for one spot, or do you envision you could both be on the field at the same time?
Oh, man, I would love for us both to be on the field at the same time. I mean, like you said, man, he's a great player. I mean, he's one of my good friends. Even like before he signed, we both talked about, how it's a coincidence when we both go to the same team. So, I mean, I think it's going to be very fun, man, just to be out there playing again with him again. I mean, it's going to be fun for us.
Have you talked to or met Mike Reilly yet? Who, by the way, Mike, I see him every day because we got his bobblehead right on the desk here. A gift from the BC Lions. Have you talked to Mike Reilly yet?
No, I haven't talked to him yet, but we're gonna be talking very soon. Start going over playbook stuff and start going over the goals for this season. So I'll be expecting a call from him very soon.
What do you think about him? I mean, most people say he's the toughest player in the CFL. That's his reputation. Would you go along with that?
Oh, of course, man. I mean, you see him taking, even last year, you see him taking shots last year and still getting up and playing his butt off, man. I got tremendous respect for him, and I can't wait to, go out on the field with him and do the same thing and, go to war with him. And
we should mention, too, your head coach. You're going to be playing for the same head coach, so that won't be much of a change for you. Obviously, you got a ton of respect for Rick Campbell. Did that go into your decision? And if so, how much? Oh, of course. I know how Coach Campbell thinks. I mean, I know what kind of ball players he like. I know how he wants it each and every day from practice to the game. I mean, he's one of the best coaches I've ever been around. So, I mean, it was a great decision for me just to, to be sticking with him coming from Ottawa to BC. Well, Dominic, we'll let you go. I appreciate this, man. It's been nice getting to know you. Can't wait to watch you out on the field. What's up for the rest of your day in Miami today? Thank you very much. I'm going to head down to go work out, and I might go hit the beach and do a beach workout and, relax then. Of course you are. As would I. I would hope it involved the beach, and I knew that it would because everybody goes to the beach in Miami. So, Dominic, thanks for this. I appreciate the time. We'll catch up soon. All right. Thank you very much. Thank you for having me.
You're watching Rod Pedersen On Demand. For more of The Rod Pedersen Show, visit rodpedersen.com or follow Rod Pedersen on social media.